How's it going, everybody? This is the Stimulus Check Hub here to give you your daily stimulus check and unemployment benefits updates and the latest information. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube, which is what I try to provide here on this channel.
The Fed is likely to severely damage U.S. growth by hiking interest rates hard and could trigger stagflation instead of inflation if they raise interest rates too much, says Mohammed El-Arayan, who is a veteran economist. He says the Fed is likely to severely damage the economy by hiking interest rates too hard in 2022. The veteran economist said the Fed has left it too late and will now be forced to slam on the brakes to contain inflation. He has also warned that there's a chance the Fed could induce stagflation, where growth is too sluggish, but inflation stays high. Also, Fox News here reports that the Ukraine-Russia crisis could push inflation to 10% if this conflict escalates even more. And this crisis could push oil prices, I don't know if I'm in the way here, to $120 a barrel. And we have actually seen multiple different experts say that the price of oil could go to $120 a barrel. Because remember that Russia is the second largest producer of oil and natural gas in the world. And even if they don't send a drop to the US, they affect the price of oil worldwide. So, and it's not just Fox News saying this. This is multiple different experts saying this, because it's kind of a known thing here. The question is, are they going to go that high? And what is going to happen with Ukraine and Russia? Will it actually push inflation this high? Can you imagine 10% inflation? As if it wasn't bad enough at 7.5%. That would be 33% higher than it is now at 7.5%. So that would be quite the jump than what it is now. I mean, yeah, I mean, we see articles or things like this here. McDonald's Big Mac is outpacing the cost of living, just as one specific example. The price of a Big Mac is already up 40%. 40%. You can see here the price of a McDonald's Big Mac burger has risen 40% over the last 10 years. CNBC reported, and because its price incorporates many economic factors, many believe this popular fast food item is one way to understand current inflation rates and purchasing power of the US dollar. And it's not that McDonald's is price gouging, because again, you could compare anything. You could compare the price of apples, the price of potatoes, the price of meat, the price of steak, the price of hamburger. You know, and this is why this is such a big headline news, and this is why they're saying many believe that this popular fast food item is one way to understand current inflation rates. McDonald's has to pay rent, they have to pay electricity, they have to pay the $15 an hour minimum wage, or whatever they're paying their workers across the entire nation. So when they have to pay that wage hike for millions of employees or hundreds of thousands of employees nationwide, and rent costs, utility costs, gas costs, the price of everything going up, you see a direct cost in the price of food. And the price of their Big Mac, as one specific example, has gone up by 40%. So the price of their cheeseburgers probably gone up 40%. And the price of their milkshakes, the price of their everything has gone up probably around somewhere similar. It's not that McDonald's is trying to take advantage per se, because you could probably look at other similar places and probably see similar price increases. So yeah, this is just kind of inflation at 101, right? It's just kind of how this is how it's affecting everybody, right? Yeah, and so this is why you know, wages are going up too as well. But if your wages aren't going up as much, then you're losing wage power, right? If your money is sitting in a savings account, you're actually losing, right? If you're making money on Social Security, that's where your cost of living adjustment is supposed to keep you even with inflation, right? You got that 5.9% cost of living adjustment, which kept you even with inflation last year. Now it's actually rising a little bit higher. But the problem here is that sometimes that cost of living adjustment hurts you because they have that insane rule that sometimes it reduces your SNAP benefits and your food benefits and sometimes your other benefits. And we need to, again, get a bill introduced in Congress. Call, email, tweet your representatives, because you shouldn't get a 5.9% cost of living adjustment, and maybe for 2022 it actually might be a higher adjustment, and then lose other benefits. That's supposed to just keep you even, right? That's supposed to keep you even with inflation. You're not supposed to lose other benefits because of that, right? And that's why we have so many people calling for a Social Security raise in addition, because this cost of living adjustment raise for seniors doesn't feel like a raise. Doesn't feel like a raise. And that's why we need Congress to dole out this $800 billion of stimulus money to people in need right now. We have seniors living on fixed income. We have children with the child tax credits that aren't going out anymore because Congress can't figure out what they need to do. Whether Republicans and Democrats need to get together or get Joe Manchin to make up his mind. And then we have people in the middle that are low income, people on disability. 63% of Americans are behind on their bills, and people struggling with student loans that have been paying on them for years and barely paying off the principal. So many people behind on medical bills. It's like 100 million Americans have debt on medical bills. And there's so many different people that fall into these different categories. 63% of people can't pay their bills right now, or struggling. And you got to think, we're in a pandemic here, and Congress needs to step up. There's $800 billion of stimulus money already approved. Luckily, we actually have a lot of states and cities and counties actually stepping up and actually approving and doing things here. Here's actually a couple new things I actually came across. Check this out. Okay, first one, a city bill. This is for Baltimore. The city of Baltimore would provide up to $1,500 a month in monthly rent assistance per month for families in Baltimore in housing crisis. Check this out. On Monday, Baltimore City Councilwoman Odette Ramos introduced a bill to create a short-term rental assistance program for families experiencing housing crisis. A new bill before Baltimore City Council would offer up to $1,500 a month in rental assistance for families experiencing housing emergencies. $1,500 per month. Legislation introduced by Councilwoman Odette Ramos called for the Department of Housing and Community Development to give up to 12 payments directly to participating landlords. So that's $1,500 times 12 payments. What is that, $18,000? If my mental math there is correct. Quote, "We know that one of the major obstacles to success is housing." Yeah, that's right. So imagine, again, this is just another state, city, and county stepping up, $1,500 per month. Again, there's all sorts of cities, states, and counties that have rent assistance money. There's all sorts of rent assistance money, in fact, going out here. I have some links down below for you in the description of this video. There's actually new waves of money for a second wave going out to all sorts of areas, states, cities, and counties for a second round of rent assistance and mortgage assistance right now. So down below in the description of this video, you can check those out here. To open up the description, you have to click the title down below here, and it'll kind of open up the description area, and I have some links down below there for you. Or there's kind of a little area, a little arrow next to the title down below this video to open up the description with those links down there. Also, another $1,500, I guess $1,500 is the magic number here today. 10,000 workers in Alabama are now getting $1,500 stimulus package bonuses. Yeah, pretty cool. Check this one out. More than 10,000 Alabama workers are now receiving bonuses of up to $1,500 through a stimulus package that benefits child care workers. According to the Alabama Department of Human Resources, 1,278 child care providers, roughly 65% all in the business in the state, applied for and were approved for the grants. The grants cover bonuses of up to $1,500 for full-time employees and $750 for part-time employees. In all, some 10,065 employees will receive the money. The grant program, which was unveiled in November to help childcare providers recruit and retain staff in the industry, dealt with the impact of the pandemic. The nationwide staffing shortages has tested the resilience of Alabama's childcare providers. As they continue to persevere, these bonuses will help recruit much-needed reinforcements and reward current employees for their dedicated service to the children and families of Alabama. Eligible employees may receive up to 8 quarterly bonuses before the 2-year period ends in September 2023. The second round runs from February 28th through March 18th, so we'll be going out here. So they might actually be getting more bonuses. So congratulations to them.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. A like and a comment are always appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends and family, because I'm sure they would also like the most up-to-date information on their stimulus checks and unemployment benefits available anywhere on YouTube. Have a good one.